Hello, I'm Ellz. I'm very new into like the cycling and endurance sports scene. Last year I got myself a bike, thought I'd go out on it all the time, get used to it, fucking end up winning the Tour de France or something, but that's obviously not how this sort of shit works. The start of this year, well, I was out on it a little bit last year, but the start of this year, dislocated my knee, had an operation on it, and I'm now below peak fitness, which obviously isn't ideal. Now I'm below peak fitness, I think there'll be a lot of people like wanting to watch some sort of YouTubing videos, tutorials, like documentary sort of channels. I've got my bike, I've been out on it for a few months, pick up a camera, start recording it, because I wish someone would do this that I could watch. This is the whip. It's a Orbea Terra H40, I think, in size small because I'm a short ass. I think, to be fair, it's a pretty good entry level gravel bike. Pretty good on the road as well. I sort of chose a gravel bike for the main purpose that I didn't want to get a mountain bike because I'd probably be doing a lot more road riding. I'm more interested in it. I've been out on it 5-10 times, but not for long at all, so basically still brand new. Absolutely love the colour of it, to be fair. I know it's a little bit Marmite. I think it's called copper something, but it's more like a brownie copper, but when the light hits it, it goes nice and shiny, so I like that. Pretty much as stock as it comes, to be fair. It's got Shimano GRX, the gravel group set of brakes, tubeless tyres. They didn't come tubeless, they had tubes in, but I made them tubeless. That's an easy little job. All I've done is I've got a Wahoo Element bolt. I don't know which one this is. It's like the smaller version. Fits quite well. You don't really need a bigger computer, I don't find. That also came with a cadence sensor, which I just taped onto the crank arm because I couldn't find any other way of getting it on there. And also a speed sensor, which like gives you a more accurate speed. The bike is an alley frame. It's got carbon forks and a carbon seat post from Standard. I think it weighs about 10 kilos, but there's a lot of like image in cycling where the lighter the bike the better, but seeing as I'm just starting out, then I don't really think it makes much difference at the minute. Most cyclists have clipping pedals unless they're on a mountain bike. Sometimes they don't, or BMX and stuff. I went for SPD cleats, which are not the road ones that make you walk like a penguin when you walk everywhere. They are like a smaller cleat that goes on your bottom of your shoe. The other ones are a lot bigger. You'll have seen like the tour riders and road riders wear a lot of. These are more for like off-road because these don't get clogged up as much. So I think they're all right. I think the bike's about perfect for me at the minute. Like I say, it's just an entry-level bike and I'm an entry-level rider, so I think it's about perfect. The things that I'd look to upgrade like in the future when I start getting better and needing a better bit of kit, if I didn't get another bike, I'd probably put carbon wheels on it just to make it lighter, carbon bars and stem, which would also save a lot of weight because that's quite heavy at the minute. Some of the other things that I've bought are a little under saddle bag, good like that, and that has got in a mini little pump because you never know when you might need it. The good thing about tubeless as well, if you don't know, as opposed to a tube when you get a puncture and you've got to take it all apart and repair it, tubeless have actually got a sealant in them, so if you get a hole in it, the sealant will go around the rim and seal the hole for you, so you just need to take a pump with you as opposed to an inner tube. Some tie levers and then a little multi-tool, and that's about all I need really at the minute. I don't go far enough to warrant anything else. Also got a Rafa cap that goes underneath your helmet in case the sun's in your eyes. Some Castelli fingerless gloves. I got these off Vinted actually. I think this was only like a tenner and these are about £5 or so. So you can save a lot of money buying second hand if you get a good condition one. Physic Vento, I think they are. But they're like an off-roady type shoe. Whether they're a gravel shoe or a mountain bike shoe, I'm not sure, but they're comfy as hell, they are. Enduro specs. I think I got these off Treads. About half the price of Oakley, so I just got these ones instead. And a gyro helmet. Obviously I had to add some sweet little decals. I went to the Rafa Lincoln GP last weekend and they was handing out free shit, so I just, my little teenage self, added loads of stickers all over the bike. So some of the other stuff I found myself buying even though I maybe didn't need all of it, but I got it anyway. Pro rider and all that. Chain link pliers, I think they're called. You sort of put that in between your chain link and then nip it, and that's how you take your chain off, basically. Pedal spanner, you need this because it's a 15mm, so it's not a very common size for a spanner, and it's really thin. A chain measurer tool that over time your chain will stretch, so that's good. You sort of put one link in, and then if the other link doesn't fit, then your chain's probably stretched a little bit. Spare chain, I don't really know how long a chain lasts, but I suppose it's good to have one if ever it breaks or you need to swap it. Some spare cleats for the bottom of your shoes, come in like a little bag with bolts and stuff like that, but you probably won't need them, to be fair, for very long, so that was a bit of an impulse buy. Multi-tool, that's a bit of an essential. If your seat comes loose or anything comes loose on a ride, then it'll get you out the shit big time for such a cheap little thing. You're better off to have one of them. Tyre levers, they sort of clip together in a way, but you need them really. This is a chain cleaner. It comes with a little bottle of solution of degreaser, I presume, or something. A bit of chain lube. Put that on your chain and it'll just keep it nice and healthy. If anyone can think of anything else that I might need, then you know where to put it. But I think I've pretty much got everything. If I go out for a bit of a longer ride, I've got everything that I need to take with me, and then when I get home, I've got most of the stuff I need to maintenance and all the lovely boring stuff. So if you are one of them people who always looking for cycling and fitness YouTube content, and they all seem to be way above your fitness and you can't sort of relate to them, hopefully I'm your man. Hopefully you can relate to me, because I'm basically just starting out. If you're starting out, then we're pretty much on the same level. So it should work pretty well, I'm hoping. If anyone's got any ideas of what I could do, I've got some ideas in my head of like stages where I want to get to, say in like 6 months, or video ideas and little mini series type things that I could potentially do. But if anyone wants to see specific content and they search it up and can't find it, then just drop it in the comments or whatever, and I'll try and include everything really, because I haven't really got a fucking clue what I'm doing, so I'll do whatever basically. Doesn't seem to be much of that. It more seems to be like how to set your bike up to go as fast as possible, not how to set it up to ride it type thing. If you're just starting out, you're not really looking at stage 5, you want to be on the base stage. So